Welcome, both longtime Leo legends and newly awakened lions, to Golden Fortune Leo, the channel where your inner roar meets cosmic wisdom, with a dash of humor and a sprinkle of Buddhist clarity. Today, we are diving into one of the most bizarre yet profound mysteries of your current reality, the case of the mysteriously vanished object in your home. Yes, that one. The thing you swore you left on the counter, then spent 45 minutes flipping cushions and interrogating your dog about. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the dog. Or the cat. Although I'd still keep an eye on the cat. Their karmic track record is complicated. Let's be clear, this wasn't random. That item didn't just slip into some black hole behind your dresser. It was removed. Not stolen, not misplaced, not abducted by the laundry fairy. Removed. The universe, acting like a Zen monk with a vacuum cleaner, swept it out of your life with surgical precision. Why? Because it was clogging your energetic pores. That seemingly harmless item was holding on to old stories, expired self-perceptions, and psychic residue from people who probably shouldn't have had that much access to your energy in the first place. It was like carrying around a spiritual USB drive full of outdated malware and the cosmos finally hit eject. Now, if you're one of the chosen ones, and let's be honest, if you're here, you probably are, this isn't just a minor housekeeping tip. It's an energetic wake-up call. We're heading into the year of triumph 2025, and your aura can't afford to be running on old software. That item, once a token of nostalgia, has quietly become an anchor. You've outgrown it, but it's still tethered to your field like an old friend who keeps texting you memes you no longer find funny. So here's the deal, spiritual growth isn't just about crystals and moon water. Sometimes it's about admitting that your favorite pen from 2017 is energetically holding you back. And until you cut the cord mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you're letting that object haunt your vibe like a ghost of past limitations. And I don't know about you, Leo, but I'd rather be haunted by my brilliance than my clutter. Welcome to your reset. Let's clean house inside and out. If you've been feeling just a little off lately, like your sparks dimmed, your mojo's on pause, or the universe somehow hit snooze on your golden potential, you're not imagining things. This isn't just a bad week or a case of retrograde chaos. And no, it's not because you accidentally skipped your morning affirmation, though let's not make a habit of that, shall we? What you're experiencing is what I like to call a spiritual Wi-Fi issue. Static in your signal. The kind of invisible interference that blocks your vibe, clogs your flow, and leaves you feeling like you're trying to stream your destiny with dial-up energy. And the culprit? A missing object. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, the lost earring from 3 months ago? The notebook I used to love? That fuzzy sock that disappeared into the abyss behind the dryer? Yes. That one. As strange as it may sound, that little object, once part of your daily life, still holds an energetic thread to you. It might have carried old emotions, outdated beliefs, or the memory of a version of yourself you've since outgrown. And until you release it, not just physically, but energetically, it continues to act like a low-level background app draining your battery. And here's the thing, Leo, your shine is sacred. You're the Zodiac's radiant lion for a reason. You were born to light up the room, the stage, the Zoom call, or the grocery store line, wherever you show up. But lately, it's felt like someone dimmed your spotlight. Like you're trying to perform through a fog. That lost object, believe it or not, may be anchoring you to an old narrative, an outdated story where you're not quite enough, not fully seen, not fully roaring. Now, I've studied astrology and psychology for decades, and if there's one thing I know about Leos, it's that your connection to your things isn't shallow, it's symbolic. You don't just own a scarf, you wear it like a personal mission statement. Your jewelry? Charged with intention. That old hoodie? A spiritual security blanket. So when one of these objects goes missing, it's not just stuff. It's part of your emotional circuitry. But here's where a little Buddhist insight might come in handy: attachment is suffering. And in this case, attachment to what's already energetically gone is like trying to stream Netflix on 2G. Frustrating. Laggy. Possibly infuriating. So, Leo, it's time for an energetic upgrade. Let go of the ghost of that sock, earring, or pen. The version of you who needed it is already in the past. Your future self? They're waiting with better bandwidth. Let's clear the static. Your destiny's buffering. Let's take a deep breath, Leo, because what I'm about to say might sound weird at first, but stick with me. Think back over the last 6 months. Not just in terms of the big stuff, relationships, work, your latest main character moment, but something smaller. Something quietly personal. An object you lost that, strangely, you haven't stopped thinking about. Maybe it was a bracelet your ex gave you during that almost romantic but slightly toxic era. Or a pen you used to sign contracts that changed your life. Maybe it was that old hoodie, the one that soaked up your tears and your triumphs. Whatever just came to mind. Yep. That's the one. That's your object. And believe me, it didn't go missing by accident. The timing wasn't random. Odds are, it vanished right as you were about to level up. Spoiler alert, the year of Triumph 2025 has no room for spiritual carry-ons. You've got to travel light. Now, let's get metaphysical for a second, but stay grounded. This isn't just a missing item. This is a relic. A fossil from a previous version of you. A tangible reminder of beliefs, identities, and emotional patterns you've already outgrown. But instead of letting go, you've been dragging its energy behind you like an invisible emotional suitcase. And I get it, we all have our attachments. But Leo, we're not still logging into AOL chat rooms, right? That object? That's your spiritual equivalent of a dial-up modem. It's time to upgrade. Because here's the truth, your energy system is way more sophisticated than you realize. As a Leo, you're a natural manifester, a creative powerhouse. But this leftover connection? It's like trying to run next-gen software on a computer that's still running Windows 95. You feel the lag. You know the glitch. Your manifestations are buffering. And you, my friend, need a spiritual control plus alt plus delete. So what's the fix? Surprisingly simple. You don't need sage, a full moon, or a mountain retreat in Sedona, though hey, if that's your thing, I won't stop you. What you need is a quiet moment in this 4-step ritual. 1. Recall the object in detail. Feel its texture, its weight, what it meant to you. 2. Thank it, yes, even if it ghosted you like a Tinder date in retrograde. 3. Release it. Out loud. Say, I no longer need this. I let go with love. 4. Visualize it dissolving into golden light, that light returning to you purified, renewed, free of all the baggage. And let me tell you, this isn't some woo-woo performance. It's energetic hygiene. Like flossing for your soul. Because emotional plaque is real, Leo, and no one shines with gunk in their aura. So go ahead. Let go. Lighten the load. Make room for what's next. The next version of you is not only lighter and brighter, it's finally running at full bandwidth. Let me tell you something, Leo, and I say this as someone who's spent a lifetime decoding the stars, mapping the mind, and sipping tea with ancient Buddhist scrolls. The timing of that lost object wasn't random. Nope. It didn't vanish because you were distracted or because your closet has developed a secret black hole, though let's be honest, it might. It disappeared because the universe, in all its cosmic sass and wisdom, decided you were ready. Ready to evolve. To step into the next chapter of your greatness. This is your initiation, Leo. Your chosen one moment. And sure, it doesn't come with a wand, a prophecy, or a Hogwarts letter, but it does come with a choice. Will you cling to what's been, or rise into who you're becoming? Now, let's talk perks. Once you go through the ritual of release, yes, the part where you say goodbye to the emotionally radioactive sock or that pen that knew too much, get ready for some serious energetic upgrades. Creativity? It floods back like a broken dam. Your magnetism? Oh, it returns. People suddenly want your opinion, your vibe, maybe even your playlist. Opportunities? They show up like pizza delivery, fast, hot, and exactly what you needed. And best of all, you start to feel like you again. The bold, shiny, fire-powered Leo version of you, not the one who's been quietly dragging emotional clutter around like a spiritual hoarder. Here's the real deal, though, Leo rule number 1, you can't stagnate. If you're not evolving, you're dimming. And that lost object? It's not some sweet sentimental keepsake anymore. It's energetic quicksand in a vintage disguise. Letting it go isn't betrayal, it's self-rescue. It's spiritual CPR. It's tossing the anchors so your ship can finally move. So yes, Leo, this is the moment. The universe has cleared the stage. The lights are up. Are you ready to roar again? Let's have a real talk, Leo, not the Instagram quote version of letting go, but the deep, grown-up, soul-level kind. Because if you're just pretending to detach, like, yeah, I'm over it, while still spiritually stalking that missing hoodie or emotionally whispering goodnight to your old journal, that's not release. That's spiritual bypassing with a side of denial. And you? You're too evolved for that. Real detachment, the kind that frees your aura and unblocks your destiny, comes from the heart. It's not about tossing something away and pretending you're unaffected. It's about feeling the gratitude for what it gave you, then lovingly saying, thanks, but we've both moved on. That's energetic maturity. That's soul hygiene. And let's be honest, you didn't come to Earth to get stuck rereading chapter 3. You came to write the whole book. Remember, Leo, you're here to roar, not whisper. Your mission in this lifetime isn't to be modest and play it small. You're solar-powered royalty. You lead, you inspire, you radiate. But carrying the emotional weight of outdated vibes? That's like trying to sprint through your destiny wearing ankle weights from 2017. Honey, it's time to cut loose. You weren't built to drag, you were born to fly. And here's the fun part. After you actually let go, like, really let go, watch what starts showing up. Ideas that make your heart race. People who actually get you. Confidence that doesn't need rehearsing. Heck, maybe even the job, the creative project, or the kind of love that feels like alignment, not a compromise. But none of that can move in until you make room. Because here's the cosmic rule no one tells you. The universe empties before it fills. That lost object? It didn't disappear to annoy you, it vanished to clear the shelf for something better. Now it's your turn to complete the ritual, finalize the goodbye, and open the door. You've got a front row seat for the year of triumph 2025, but only if you show up light, clear, and fully ready. You with me? Good. Now go roar. Let me level with you, Leo, because I've spent decades studying cosmic cycles, decoding psychological patterns, and sipping green tea while contemplating impermanence under a Bodhi tree or two, and what I'm about to say is both practical and profound. That strange resistance you've been feeling? The low-key fogginess, the way life feels just slightly out of sync? That's not your imagination. That's old energy jamming your spiritual Wi-Fi. And that missing object? It's the sneaky culprit, still broadcasting yesterday's frequency on your soul's playlist. It's like trying to vibe to Beyoncé while your aura keeps buffering on dial-up. But here's the magic, Leo, once you cut the cord, everything clicks back into place. The universe isn't blocking you, it's just been waiting for you to hit delete on something you've outgrown. And yes, that pen, that scarf, that vintage hoodie from your heartbreak era, it served its purpose. But it can't come with you into this next chapter. Because 2025 isn't a repeat. It's your year of triumph. And there's no room on this rocket ship for outdated baggage. You see, Leos aren't just icons. You're examples. When you evolve, people notice. They look up and say, if Leo can do it gracefully, unapologetically, dramatically, maybe I can too. That's real leadership. Not the loud kind, but the kind that moves energy just by showing up fully. And let's talk truth, the old you? They don't get an invite to the new you's party. They had their moment. But this next version of you? Bolder. Lighter. Unstoppable. You're one deep breath, one heartfelt release, one golden light visualization away from pulling the curtain and letting your full brilliance back in. Once you do, boom, the spotlight's on, and it's all yours. But here's the kicker, Leo. When you shine, you raise the room. You lift the vibe. Your confidence gives others permission to rise, to hope, to expand. That's what Buddhists would call compassion in action. Your personal freedom becomes collective inspiration. So this isn't just about you. This is about every person your roar wakes up. Now, you're standing at a threshold. Will you cling to the comfort of the past, or cut the cord and step into your full-blown glory? The universe has already done its part, it removed the distraction. Now it's your move. Let go. Rise up. Roar on. And hey, if this message lit a spark in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to Golden Fortune Leo, your home for radiant truth, soulful laughs, and cosmic guidance. Because life's too short to live dim. And you, Leo, were born to live lit.